Roe v. Wade is on the brink of being overturned, and the left is absolutely losing its mind. We thought we saw craziness with the Kavanaugh hearings, but this is going to be, well, let's just say a whole new summer of peaceful protesting. This is crazy. People didn't see this coming. And that's usually what happens with leaks. But it seems like the Supreme Court was poised to overturn Roe v. Wade. And when they say overturn it means that they're going to kick it back to the states. This is something that should have happened in the first place because the Constitution doesn't speak to abortion. The Constitution doesn't speak to the right of privacy. That was just some stuff that the court made up in 1933 or 1973 to justify Roe v. Wade, to justify abortion. But after 50 years, it is now looking like it's going to be overturned. Here's what you need to know. This leak was monumental, and I don't know if you've been paying attention to what the pundits have been saying out there, but whether they're on the right side of the aisle or the left side of the aisle, they're saying the same when it came to the leak. This was serious business. This had never been done before. This threatens the integrity of the court, and the person who did the leaking must be found out. And as far as his career in law, it's done. It's over. But you see, that's usually what happens when you get martyrs. They're willing to sacrifice themselves for what they consider to be the greater good. And what's frightening to me is that the left is so invested in abortion and has been. It's their holy grail that you had people willing to fall on their sword and violate the traditions of the Supreme Court just to get the word out there to mobilize the troops. And that's exactly what this was. Mobilizing the troops. The science had already been ready. They've had the word had gone out to meet at the Supreme Court once the word was leaked. The next day you had the microphones, you had the senators down there, you had Chuck Schumer down there, blathering on about, we need to stack the court, we need to get rid of the filibuster. This is a three-pronged attack. Number one, to motivate the young, the base, quite ignorant, because I don't think anybody really read the bill or understands federalism. You got to motivate them and scare the hell out of them and talk about, this is the loss of my freedom to kill my baby, and all that kind of madness. And then the next wave is to motivate the politicians. Look, man, this is last-ditch effort. I mean, we got the midterms coming. This is all or nothing at all. We've got to get some things passed. We need to codify abortion in the country. We need the Congress. We need the Senate to come together and put a bill on old man Biden's desk so he can sign it off so we can preserve abortion. Then you also have the big fat push to get rid of the filibuster. And if you do that, of course, they only need 50 votes in order to codify abortion. Plus, they can jam through everything else they want, like, stacking the Supreme Court, which is a huge issue. But at the end of the day, the question is, can they really pull this off? Would people fall for this? I'm in the camp that says, you know what? No, because a lot of Americans are woke now. We've seen the sexual grooming of kids in school. We've seen Democrats say to the parents out in Virginia, you know what? You don't have any say-so of what's going on in school. We've seen the FBI and the Attorney General come after parents who just want to know from school boards what you're teaching our kids. We've seen critical race theory being exposed. We've seen the GLAAD and the GLSENs and all of the gay LGBT plus programs in schools being exposed. I don't think those parents are all of a sudden going to say, well, you know what? I was a Democrat and I really fought against all of this grooming. And we turned Virginia from blue to red overnight. But this abortion issue, that's going to send me back to the arms of the Democrats. That's going to send me back to the arms of the demon mouse, the Disney. And the propaganda surrounding abortion is just an extension of that. On the other hand, have you seen the libs of TikTok?
Fuck! This abortion law goes beyond a woman's issue, and it goes beyond anything you can ever imagine. The societal implications of this are going to be insane. The amount of just pain and damage this is going to cause, and the full ability to tell a woman what she can and can't do with her body. And we're going back into a Handmaid's Tale society here.
All of you women who sat home, all you young girls, adults over 18 years old who did not go out and vote, who did not think that you need to protect your womb, we're now back in the dark ages.
Brace yourselves, ladies. I'm with you. My heart is just broken. I don't understand why this country hates women so much. I just don't understand it.
When it comes to social media, I got to ask the question, where is this new ministry of truth? Where is the Department of Disinformation? Because that's what's flying out on the social media right now. Straight out lies and disinformation. But see, this is the kind of disinformation that the left loves. They love the fact that they're able to indoctrinate these kids through these platforms. And they're telling them straight up lies, and the emotion that's there, and this idea that there's been a loss of liberty, a loss of freedom, that you no longer have control of your body. It's a lie. You always have choices. I mean, there's contraceptives, there's birth control, but I digress. The Constitution is pretty clear on this, and if you take the time to read the ruling, you will see that abortion still exists around the states. California, they're never going to get rid of it. I mean, they had a standing ovation for infanticide in New York, so you're going to have that. You may have some problems getting an abortion in Texas or in Mississippi, but yeah, people will vote with their feet. People will move with their feet. It's federalism. It's the way the founding fathers designed for this to happen. The problem is today we have some very, very stupid people, and we have some people who are willing to manipulate stupid people. So, I might be wrong. This might be a battle. I have a good friend that says, you know what, with that move last night, with that leaked document, the Democrats probably saved themselves 4 congressional seats. Wow. Well, you know what, if that is true, well then, yeah, I guess this makes it a diabolical, brilliant plan that the left used to blow up the Supreme Court in order to save their power. But let's be frank, this is what it's all about. For our side of the aisle, it's about life. It's about cherishing life. For the other side of the aisle, it's about power and keeping it at all costs. So the battle will continue on 2 fronts. If this is real, then yes, we do have a big fat victory in the pro-life movement, and the fight now goes nationally to the states. At what cost, though? Does this mean we're going to lose some more seats in the midterm election and that all of a sudden we have to recast what's happening in 2024? If that's the case, it's just a further indication of how lost, how far down the road we are to Sodom and Gomorrah, how we are really Babylon, how the Republic has been lost. But I will always err on the side of life. Hey, James C. Harris, I hope you love this video, so be sure to subscribe to the video. Tell your friends about it, share it. This is my new YouTube channel. This is where we'll be hanging out.